The alliance that survived decades of toxic scandal has officially shattered. For years, they were proudly labeled the happiest divorced couple in the world, sharing a massive mansion, raising their daughters, and fiercely shielding one another from public backlash. But tonight, that legendary loyalty has evaporated, and the fight for survival has become a ruthless game of every person for themselves. Was this a calculated escape plan to save what was left of her reputation, or has she finally played her last card? Before we dive into the dark truth of the York family's final stand, I want to invite you to be a part of our community. If you love deep, respectful breakdowns of the biggest royal mysteries, consider subscribing to the channel. The illusion of the perfect royal alliance didn't just crack, it completely disintegrated the moment removal trucks rolled up to the gates. For years, people wondered what could possibly tear these two apart after they survived decades of intense public scrutiny. The answer wasn't a sudden loss of love, it was a cold, hard calculation of survival. When the palace finally pulled the plug on their living arrangements at Royal Lodge, the true nature of their codependent bond was put to the ultimate stress test, and it failed miserably. For the first time since 2008, the divorced couple is no longer living under the same roof. This isn't just a simple change of address, it is the final, undeniable proof that the House of York has become completely radioactive. Andrew was shipped off to isolated private quarters on the Sandringham estate under strict conditions, but Sarah made a very deliberate, very loud choice. She refused to follow him. Insiders suggest that Sarah let it be known that she is ready to spread her wings and put massive distance between herself and her former partner. The perk of presenting a united front simply couldn't outweigh the absolute toxicity of staying by his side any longer. But walking away from a 20-year alliance leaves a massive void. With her safety net officially shredded, Sarah is now facing a brutal reality that many never saw coming. The reality of their separation raises a question that has baffled royal watchers for the last 2 decades. Why on earth did Sarah continue to live with her ex-husband for so long after their highly publicized 1996 divorce? To the outside world, it looked like an impossible arrangement. They were legally separated, financially independent, and free to live their own lives. Yet there she was, anchored firmly inside the gates of Royal Lodge. Some insiders swear it was a matter of pure convenience and unmatched lifestyle. The sprawling 30-room mansion offered top-tier security, unmatched privacy, and a grand stage to host their growing family. But others whisper a much more calculated theory. Rumors have long suggested that Sarah held on to explosive secrets that protected the family's image. By staying inside the perimeter, she kept herself directly in the Windsor orbit. It was a golden ticket to maintaining a stable, royal-adjacent identity that kept her book deals and television projects rolling in. Did she stay out of true, undying loyalty to the father of her children, or was the roof over her head simply too valuable to give up? Whatever the real reason was, that golden ticket has just expired. Selling off a multi-million-dollar asset right as your world collapses isn't a coincidence. It is a desperate survival strategy. For months, Sarah's massive London townhouse in Belgravia sat as a safety net, a luxurious fallback home valued at over £4 million. But just as the eviction-heated Royal Lodge reached an absolute boiling point, she suddenly and quietly offloaded the property. The move sent shockwaves through high society. Why sell your primary backup plan right when you are being forced out of your main home? Insiders suggest the timing couldn't be more calculated. Sarah was forced to accept a staggering loss of £400,000 on the sale, showing just how desperately she needed to liquidate the asset. With the locks being changed at Royal Lodge and high society pulling away, cash on hand gave her the ultimate weapon: maneuverability. Some whisper that the sudden influx of millions was a last-ditch effort to fund their expensive lifestyle or buy their way out of the crisis. But whatever the true financial motive was, the real estate panic move has left her in a jaw-dropping position. Instead of moving into a new permanent base, Sarah is now effectively homeless. For years, Sarah managed to pull off the ultimate balancing act. She remained tethered to her ex-husband long after their marriage collapsed, navigating a fiercely codependent bond that left the public utterly fascinated. But staying under that roof before the eviction wasn't just about a shared history. It was a masterclass in survival and branding. In her eyes, sticking beside Andrew was her ultimate shield against the crushing weight of public opinion. By positioning herself as the loyal, devoted mother and the tireless defender of the family unit, she secured a steady stream of high-profile media projects and book deals. The York brand relied heavily on that image of absolute unity. He gave her a massive, protected estate and a stable identity that made her look like an essential part of the Windsor orbit. In return, she offered him unwavering loyalty when almost everyone else was walking away. But behind closed doors, the nature of their bond was complex. They were partners in a high-stakes game of public perception, using their unusual living arrangements to maintain a fraction of the power they used to hold. Yet, as the outside pressure began to fracture their fortress, that perfect alliance was about to face its final, brutal test. It is a heartbreaking reality, but innocence doesn't guarantee protection when the fallout is this massive. While Sarah and Andrew fight to salvage their own lives, the true victims of this endless media circus are their daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. For years, the sisters have desperately tried to maintain normal, professional lives, separate from the chaos. But as the latest wave of explosive documents hit the public, they were pulled right back into the center of the storm. The weight of their parents' choices has finally become too heavy for the princesses to carry quietly. Reports suggest that the sisters are handling the humiliation in drastically different ways. Eugenie has reportedly reached a complete breaking point, distancing herself heavily and feeling like she is being unfairly tarnished by a brush that is not hers. Meanwhile, Beatrice is caught trying to toe an impossible line, trying to balance personal family loyalty while fiercely protecting her own standing. And the reaction from the rest of the royal family has spoken volumes. The palace is moving swiftly to protect the core institution, leaving the sisters increasingly isolated. They were noticeably absent from the family's high-profile Easter service this year, a massive shift from their usual front-and-center placement at family events. Insiders claim the firm is terrified that standing too close to the sisters right now will drag the monarchy back into the mud. They are caught in a brutal zero-sum game. If they stand by their parents, they risk looking complicit, but if they walk away, they fracture their family forever. The fortress has finally crumbled, and the dust is settling on what was once the most unconventional alliance in modern history. For over 20 years, Sarah and Andrew used their shared address at Royal Lodge to project an image of unbreakable family unity. They defied the rules of divorce, leaned on each other through relentless storms, and protected their daughters from the worst of the fallout. But as the locks are changed and removal trucks carry away the final remnants of their shared life, the fairy tale has reached a brutal, undeniable end. Andrew is isolated behind high-security fences at Sandringham, facing ongoing investigations, and Sarah has made it crystal clear that she is ready to spread her wings and find a life of her own. The physical separation is complete. It leaves us looking at the ruins of a brand that was built on staying together against all odds. If lifestyle and a shared front were the only things truly holding them together, the math has officially changed. They are no longer a united front, they are two individuals running in completely opposite directions to survive. Will Sarah successfully reinvent herself yet again and step into a new era of independent freedom? Or will the shadows of the past continue to haunt the family, leaving the princesses to pick up the pieces of a fractured legacy? Only time will tell. I want to know what you think about this massive royal shift. Do you think Sarah is making the right move by finally putting distance between herself and her former partner? Or is it too late to save the family brand? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. I read every single one of them, and I can't wait to see your theories. If you found this deep dive interesting and want to stay updated on all the breaking details of this saga, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.